Welcome back to Gav Talks Tech. We are in our Esports Lounge in Moorhead, Minnesota at Bytespeed headquarters once again. I've got a special guest. You've probably seen him or heard me talk about him, Josh Knudsen, our head of esports and virtual reality at Bytespeed, formerly the head coach of the University of Jamestown Jimmies, which is one of the first organizations in North Dakota to start an esports team. Josh has been an advocate for esports across the nation in K12 and higher ed, and we're going to talk today a little bit about getting started with esports, what those first steps are specifically for K12. So Josh, take it away.
Thanks, Gavin. Yeah, we'll just do a real quick kind of like 6-step getting started guide for K12 esports. First thing that you definitely want to do is talk to your administration. Make sure you get your principal, athletic director, dean of students, whoever that might be, at the top of your organization, involved, passionate about the project, so that they can open doors for you as you go through that kind of getting things set up in the early stages of the program. Next, you definitely want to find someone who's going to be the program sponsor or the coach. This doesn't always have to be somebody who's like a super big gamer. A lot of schools will tap somebody in IT or a teacher that's really passionate about helping students. And those people within the school have the opportunity to really make an impact on their students' lives and be able to learn with them as they go through building out an esports program. So you watching right now, you might be that person. You might know a coworker that will fill that role. But it's a daunting thing to maybe look at, but it's something that you can learn over time, and that makes it a lot more accessible for more people. Number 3, you want to look for a space, kind of like the one we're in right now. This can be either part of your library, it can be a classroom that you're going to renovate, it could be part of a gym. Honestly, any space in your school that you're able to either set up a permanent space for your esports team to live, maybe have it be a dual purpose lab or something like that, or maybe it's a shared space where you're going to have mobile units or small form factor builds be able to be set up and torn down. But you want a place where your team can feel like it's their home. You can hold team meetings, you can have a set space for competition, things like that. And you'll want to be able to make sure that the requirements for the room will meet the standards of the equipment that you're bringing in. So power, internet, HVAC, all of those things are super important. But if you've already talked to your administration, and step number 1, you already kind of have an idea of where this space in your school could be. Number 4 is identifying your hardware. Talking to a provider like Bytespeed, like Gavin, and saying, what accessories do I need? What hardware do I need? Is it computers? Is it consoles? Do we need keyboard, mouse, headset, things like that? Figuring out how you're going to outfit your team. At the K12 level, this can look very, different based on what the school's kind of goals for the program are. A lot of schools will start kind of in that like 5 to 10 range for PCs to be able to have 2 teams practicing at the same time, doing scrimmages, and then just expanding content creation and other things that you can do with an esports program to get more students involved. Number 5 is then kind of identify where your participation is going to happen, whether that's intramurals or like a club system after school where you're just playing against your peers that are also at the school. Or maybe it's a league that you want to join. A nationwide group like Play Versus or High School Esports League, NASEF, or maybe it's a statewide affiliate that you want to get involved with more schools kind of from your area. And then finally, have a meeting and get your students involved and excited about the project. Give them ownership right away in the program, and that'll be a huge benefit for you moving forward if they have a voice and they feel like the school is really taking this seriously. And that's it. That's a quick and dirty 6-step guide to getting started with esports.
I love it. Well, thank you for providing that info, Josh. And just for people to get to know you a little bit better, what's your favorite game that you like to play?
Oh gosh, my favorite game. I actually really like Valorant right now. I haven't played a ton of it, but it's something that as like an old CS:GO player, I kind of have gravitated towards there. And then I kind of always like default back. I love to play Minecraft and stuff like that too. So I would consider myself a semi-competitive, more casual gamer for sure.
Absolutely, and just want to shout out some of the organizations that Josh and I have both worked with in our territories. I cover Minnesota, North Dakota, Wyoming, and Alaska. Minnesota, Concordia St. Paul has been a partner that's been gaming with our PCs for a long time.
Yeah.
Another one would be Mandan School District, obviously University of Jamestown.
Yep.
And then the list just continues to grow really, really rapidly. So in your state, you might not have a ton of esports around you. A lot of organizations haven't really gotten up to speed yet, but it's coming, and we're here to help you out as you lay out those steps to get your esports team up and running and those students excited about it. So,
Yeah, be a trendsetter.
absolutely. Well, thanks so much, Josh. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Game on.